Last orders at the bar, please.
Welcome to Tavern Tales. These are the adventures of The Rookies, a curated actual play of the tabletop role-playing game Masks, a New Generation from Magpie Publishing. Previously on Tavern Tales, it's the beginning of the end as the team makes a plan and figures out how to execute it, all while trying to get a handle on their emotions.
Come sit down and drink with the enemy, raise a glass and toast to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So come sit down and laugh with the enemy, raise a glass and sing to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So I won't end up being alone, 'cause I won't drink my drink alone. So what about you? One beer or two, I'll drink to you.
Terry Chase, you've been comforted. What are you doing, though? Everybody else has had an active action, and you've just had a, oh, hey. But you see George and XPay sharing the weirdest, most romantic hug you've ever seen. And Solarian has his arm around you at this moment.
Seeing George and XPay's hug, Terry looks at them, looks at Solarian, looks at them, looks at Solarian, and then he just kind of takes a step away. He's like, yeah, that's too much.
I did my best. Did it help?
Solarian, you're a good friend.
I know.
Well, now you made it weird. So I'm
Hopeless again.
Yeah. I'm just gonna walk that way now. Yeah. Hey Jeb, do you have any plans for the blueprint manual thing for robot flying?
Howdy.
XPay. Oh, wait. I'll wait till you're done. So you just in the panel you see Terry standing there kind of awkwardly just twiddling his thumbs while he's waiting the spicy hug to finish.
It goes on way too long.
Yeah.
Am I back?
You can return. How many conditions do you have?
I have zero now.
How many conditions do you have?
Zilch.
How many conditions do you have, XPay?
2.
And George is free of conditions as well.
So,
Wait, Terry hasn't gotten to do any active things.
oh, sorry.
Right?
Yes.
So what's Terry going to do?
Terry is going to wait for that spicy hug to finish, and then he's going to call over XPay to translate for him for Jeb so he can read him.
The spicy hug ends.
Hey, XPay,
Yes, Terry.
I require your translation services to talk to Jeb.
Once again, just an object. And XPay walks over.
Mm-hmm. George, XPay's very strong and your butt cheeks hurt.
Yeah. He's gonna rub them like, ooh. That was unexpected.
And yet, totally should have been expected. Terry.
I need the manual for running the robot thing from Jeb, but he just says howdy and I don't understand.
Jeb, is there a manual to run these robots?
Howdy. Your imbecilic friend continues to talk to me as though I don't understand them for some reason. But, of course, I'm not going to be able to communicate with the tiny nerd. And I would like you to know, why would I have such a thing?
Well, I don't really know why you would have such a thing, but perhaps since you worked for them, you know the schematics of the robot or how to create the connection?
No, unfortunately, I do not. My work was all done in linkage and in genetic structure.
Do you know where we might find where they house the information?
Sorry, would you like to, are you using your caregiver piece for you to get some information? I think that if you want to read that on the back there, you can get certain things.
When you approach your creator or caretakers with a problem, tell them what obstacle you face or what you need to achieve, and they will offer you something you need. The GM chooses 1, secret information, a way to temporarily boost or expand your powers, access to instruments, weapons, or resources, official and explicit backing. All right, so Jeb, we have decided to connect with the robot and run it. Solarian is going to bring forth Galanon so that we can fight it with the robot and destroy it. We just need to know, how do we connect to the robot?
Indeed, of course. I have made these. And he passes over these 5 circles made of like silver or metal that he's been working on that are, again, the diameter of a basketball. There's 5.
And do they just go on our head?
You have read the purpose correctly. Yes, indeed.
Fantastic. Terry, here you are. There's one for each of us. We just wear them and it will connect us to the robot.
Oh, that seems a lot simpler than I was imagining.
What conditions do you have still, Terry?
Angry and guilty.
Cool.
Yes, it does seem like they have found a very simple way to do this. I definitely expected it to be more complicated as well.
I thought of something and then I was like, oh, that's too angsty.
You are guilty, so I think that's perfectly fine.
I was going to say the silver, he looks at it and it looks very much like, was his name Nimrod? This shiny metal guy that we killed?
Nimrod was the guy who had radioactive
Fire.
abilities.
What's the-
So it was lame brain.
Lame
or
brain?
Numbskull. One of
Numbskull?
those two. Yeah.
So it's the same because he was made out of metal too, right? Yeah, so Terry holds it and he sees it and it reminds him of Numbskull and then he flashes back and he sees the decapitation of Numbskull and he just, as he thinks of that, he snaps the headband in his hand. And he's like, sorry. And he hands it to Jeb and just walks away.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looked really deliberate.
So Jeb, is that going to be a problem if we only have 4 of these and not 5?
It seems to me that the tiny nerd does not wish to be part of the team.
It would seem that way, yes.
Tiny nerd.
Terry, what's your problem? I just said we need these to connect to the robot, and now we have no way to connect to the robot because you broke one of the links. You just delivered the end of the world.
Guys, you're not angry.
Well, I'm getting there.
I know.
I'm angry. I'm starting to feel more guilty now, though. I am guilty, though, too.
Which is the one that Solarian cleared?
No, hopeless.
Hopeless.
Yeah, I messed up, sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be mean. That was our whole thing for our plan to go forward, and now we're missing a connection, and I don't know how to fix it. Jeb, can this be repaired?
You've moved away. Jeb's turned his attention. He's looking at it and seeing what he can do about it and whatnot. And Alejandra calls your phone, Terry.
Oh, great. Yeah, what do you want?
I just felt it was a good thing to call you. Am I on speaker?
No, but I could put you on speaker.
No, it's fine. I just I wish to make sure that I know Solarian said some things about not getting the date. But if you do survive, I will call that Cardi. You're so very handsome. I am amazing, as you know, Terry Chase.
Yeah, you're sure pretty awesome.
It's true, and I am so much better than.
You know what, Alejandro? Just shut up.
And he hangs up on her.
Okay.
Yeah. Alejandra's the worst. Terry looks over at Solarian and he's like,
By the way, Alejandra thinks you still owe her a date.
She can think many things, but they won't happen. And then he looks over, and then Solarian looks over at Bo, and he nods.
What's the nod mean?
He's just kind of like, you.
I have chosen you.
Yes.
You're mine. That is the thing. Dora's just like, what? Okay, so I have no family. You are all my family, except it. Just, yeah, that's what I need right now. So thanks, family. Hey.
Obviously, Terry is wrought, right? Help Terry, people. And you look lost as you hang up the phone. You're like, why the hell did Alejandra call me? We got all this stuff on our heads. Terry does not seem to have lost that glassy look in his eye.
Could I text Alejandra?
And say what?
I might need to swap out with you. I don't know. I would like to grab the phone from Terry Chase and call Alejandra back and put her on speakerphone so we can all defend Terry together and make Terry feel better through making Alejandra feel terrible.
You're a mean girl, Alejandra.
Put Alejandra in the burn book.
Yep, for a time.
Well, I think that's awesome.
You can say no. It's okay. It was just my idea.
I'm not going to say no. I know Alejandra, and you'd all end up with new conditions.
Yeah. It's true. Now I'm sad. Now Marie Claire has a condition.
Disappointed?
Marie Claire's hopeless.
This game is so fun in many ways. Okay, so
Terry pulls out his phone to send a text.
yeah, Terry has hung up the phone, has that lost look in his eyes for a moment or two, and then pulls out his phone and starts looking at it while tapping away his fingers.
XP. You know how, like, a few days ago you said we were like siblings?
Sure.
Like, I'm super relying on that now. And I just wanted to say, going forward, you are my sibling, no matter what.
That is so kind. You are my first true sibling as well.
You have other siblings?
I would assume so, since I was created as a perfect child. I would expect that all the perfect children are my siblings.
741 of them, to be exact.
Right. Yeah, that's your number, isn't it?
742.
And there might be more after you, unless they perfect it. Did they perfect it when...
I believe I was the last one because the facility where we were being created was destroyed by us.
Oh.
And I believe that their experiment was successful with me. I'd like to think so anyways. Although they probably started production somewhere else because they were unsatisfied with my programming.
That's not even possible.
I believe it is.
I meant, no, you're the perfect version of you.
There's other versions of me?
No, what I mean is... You've realized you are a person and you've gotten there. And I doubt anyone else has done that. And you are XP, unique, special, awesome. And I am very happy to have you in my life.
XP starts tearing up and moves in for a hug.
Roll to comfort.
All right, this is going to be terrible.
You rolled a 7 plus mundane. However, XP is your rival.
But I have influence, so we're equal.
All right, so that's an 8.
-1.
-1 is 7, so 7 is 6 success.
Yay!
Choose one of the options.
Yay.
Would you like to clear a condition?
Yes.
Am I getting a spicy hug now?
Yep.
Okay.
Because the last one felt so good, so I'm pretty sure that's how hugs are supposed to go. I'm going to clear insecure, and now I'm just guilty.
Yeah, murder does that to you.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's going to take a while to clear.
I'm getting a spicy hug from XP.
Yes, you are.
Please describe this spicy hug. I need to know how to react.
XP changes it up a little bit.
Okay.
And instead of doing a robotic shimmy towards you, they jump forward with their hips. Like, you know, that dance move where you like jump with the hips forward.
You're thrusting in my general direction.
But like, it's like a, you know, with their arms in front of them.
This is
like,
a podcast page.
Yeah, I'm describing it. So you see XP moving towards Adora that way. And then XP puts their hands around Adora because they know that Adora is just as strong as them, whereas George was not.
Mm-hmm.
So XP needs to brace the hug a little bit better and puts one arm up around their shoulders and one arm down around their butt and like pulls them in nice and tight and nuzzles their face.
Getting a face nuzzle. I'm going to pat XP on the head.
No one's taught XP boundaries yet. It's going to be super awkward the first time they do this to like a teacher.
Solarian sees this and quizzically raises one eyebrow and cocks his head. Then he looks away, still confused.
I got to show this boy the internet.
Which boy?
That one. Yeah, Solarian.
That was a satisfying hug. Thank you.
XP, are you feeling better?
I am. I am still a little sad at myself for what I have done. However, you're right. I am a person, and I am likely the best experiment that they have created.
Yeah, I was told I was like a total failure by the woman that raised me, but was doing it for money.
If you were a total failure, you would not be here with this group because we are all successes.
It's true.
Is it though?
Is that Allison?
Yeah. Are we though?
Terry
Anyway.
Chase's fingers have been flying back and forth across his phone. He opens up a text messages and sends a message to
Alejandra.
What do you say?
Actually, I think you're right. The team needs someone strong and smart to lead this fight. Can you come to the school and take my place? I'm clearly the wrong choice.
This school? You get a text message back. There's a bunch of emojis of like, you know, heads exploding and open awe faces. And it says, your super secret school base is at school, all caps. You're such a, how do you say, ... dweeb.
Hey, angry face. At least people actually like me. Who do you even have as a friend beside Grandma?
Oh, I am very well liked in Quebec. And then the Quebec flag. I just want to go home. Sigh, the word sigh. It has been so hard being in this city. Grandma is so very cruel and commanding.
I can imagine. She's a bit of a terrible person. That must be where I get it from.
Blushing face. And I don't have my whip anymore because you stole it from me while I was unconscious in the cradle.
Fine, you can have it back.
Ooh.
Wide-eyed look to one side emoji. I can? ? New text. You would be that kind? ? You have not been that kind in the past. ...
And the sword.
What? Okay. Is there some sort of catch? What?
Are you dying?
No. N-O, like N-O-N? No? No.
The French no?
No catch. You deserve it.
Wow.
I do not know what to say. Thank you.
See you soon.
Merci.
I feel like for a marketing thing, you guys should change your names to Alejandra and Terry on your phones and then screenshot a text message exchange and post it to Twitter.
Yes, do it.
Right?
You get to clear your guilty condition. However, did you also give up the other item as well?
The sword.
And?
The cape?
Yeah.
The cape, I was about to respond, and then you're like, hey, let's read this out. I was
Well,
going
what
to
is
say,
the response?
I would offer the cape too, but I don't think it's really up your zone.
I think that based on your understanding of Alejandra is Zed. So Alejandra's entire existence is to take on the mantle of Zorro as well. That has been always the case for Alejandra.
I won't tell
in
her about the
similar
cape,
way
but
to
I'll
you.
have the sword laying on top of the cape when I pass it over.
Okay, yes, definitely clear your guilty condition.
Gave up
So-
everything that's like part of your identity.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You know what? I know why. Do you know why your character's doing all these things? Why are you giving up the stuff?
No, I don't know what you're thinking.
I know why. I think I know why all
Why?
along. Is because, and it's the thing, like you broke the silver thing because Zorro always works alone, and Terry Chase is part of a team.
Aww.
And Terry Chase is the leader of a team. He doesn't have a black horse that he rides around in the night named Solarian.
Well, that's Adora's job.
Gross.
And you know Zorro works alone. So giving up the trappings of Zorro means like leaving behind that I'm a solo artist and finding your way as the beacon in the group. And I think what would be cool is to see, if this game were to have continued, what playbook you would move from Terry Chase, the beacon, into Terry Chase, the Janus, or Terry Chase, the whichever other playbook it might be if you swapped playbooks. So that's cool too. Okay, you still have a condition,
I have angry.
which might be good in this moment. And you still have a condition?
I do. Guilty.
Which, I mean, you haven't dealt with the reason for why the guilty came to be, so that makes perfect sense. Jeb's like, howdy. He's not super strong, so he really just opened it at the clasp. It's not broken.
Oh, well, that's such a relief because I definitely was pretty sure the world was about to end.
No, it would take prodigious strength, the likes of Adora or yourself, to have broken this in an irreparable way.
Fantastic. Hey, Terry, it's not broken.
Great.
You don't get to clear your angry condition. It didn't break. Dang it. Otherwise, for sure. You're like, well, give it back to me then.
Luckily,
Adora, break this for me.
luckily you weren't strong enough, and so you just opened the clasp. But X-Face says that with like thinking that it's helpful, like not as right, because it's X-Face. They're saying like it's a good thing you weren't strong enough.
Can I get angry at that?
You already are angry.
Yeah, exactly. So could I use that to lash
What do you
out?
want to do?
Is that how you feel, XP? That I'm not worthy to be in this group because I don't have any super strength like you or Bo? Why don't you lead it then? Since you're oh so good, you're really good at killing things already.
Oh.
Provoke. Roll to provoke.
Yeah.
All right, roll plus superior.
7.
Okay, this is barely a success. However, do you have influence over XP? So it's an 8. You're provoking them to actually just feel their guilt over what they did, right? You're provoking them to say, like, you're not as good as me. You killed someone. I'm the one who has the forethought. I'm the one who thinks things through, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you want them to do with that info? Do you want them to recognize you as the leader?
I was more doing it to hurt them, but I don't know.
Yeah, but you provoked them. So, like,
Yeah.
you've hurt them for sure. But they were already guilty, so it's not going to have a conditional effect. What are you going to get them to do? You're provoking them to an action. To admit you're the leader, right?
They were.
I know.
I'm going to provoke them into fight with me. Like, I'm trying to get them to actually, like,
You want them to punch you?
I'll do it. Yes.
Okay.
That's gonna
cool.
hurt
All right.
Yeah.
a lot.
So, what's great about this game is that you get to make a choice. You don't punch Terry Chase. You have to mark a condition. If you do punch Terry Chase, we add a team to the pool. The team pool already has 4 in it.
I'm not going to punch Terry Chase.
Mm-hmm.
Can I respond?
Yeah, mark a condition and respond.
Terry, I know that you're just upset right now and that you don't actually mean what you're saying. You are truly the leader of this group, and I think you're the only one that can lead us into this next battle. I understand you need to get some of that out, and I'm here if you want to take a punch on me, and I will just accept it.
What condition are you taking?
I'm going to do hopeless.
You can see you have hurt XP at the end of the scene. Your angry is removed by basically passing it on to your fellow team.
That was not a good way to resolve things.
Welcome to teenagehood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Spicy punch.
That's the punch.
Terry has already hit you with his words, which Terry knows are his sharpest instruments. That and his sense of fashion.
I would like to have a scene with Solarian before we leave, wherever we're going.
I love it. But 1 second, because XP is standing there, arms akimbo, waiting to be slugged by Terry. What do you do, Terry?
Terry was standing right in front of XP and his hands were balled into fists because he was very angry and he was about to throw a punch, and then he sees XP kind of wilt and it looks like he's going to go in for a punch, and he raises an arm, and instead he grabs XP into a really tight hug and hugs XP and is like,
I'm sorry, XP. I didn't mean it. You're the one that's the good one in the bunch.
I know you didn't mean it, but I did do that. And I did hurt someone to a point that I can't take back. And that's just something I have to live with.
And then XP takes your arms and moves them so your hands are on XP's butt.
Yeah. Because that's where they're supposed to be.
Gonna get in so much trouble someday.
I think I just need to hug Solarian now.
Yes, that's right. You've hugged almost everybody else. Jeb is standing there with a bunch of metal circles in his hands, and he's trying to pass them out. And he has distracted George and Terry and XP while Bo pulls Solarian aside to a darker corner of the base.
So I didn't properly express before how much I appreciate that you're willing to give up everything you've ever known to save me and my humans, people. That really, really means a lot to me. And if we don't survive this, I just really wanted to tell you and for you to know that I really love you.
Wow.
Cute.
a Dorian.
Oh, no.
I ship that. Yep.
You're welcome.
It's the killing must end, and I will do what I must, regardless of if I ever speak to my family again. But the love that you share for me, I also share for you.
I'm really not sure how this is going to work, but if we survive this, let's figure this out together.
Let's figure it out together, my bull.
All right, the two of you are extremely close to each other.
Yeah. I just don't know if I'm supposed to kiss him or he's supposed to kiss me because he doesn't know what he's doing.
I don't know what I'm doing. I am.
Yeah, he's a weirdo. So, I mean,
Wait, that's just Aaron. So
yeah,
you've already kissed him once.
I know.
Is Bo taller than? Are you taller than me?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
But when you float, you're of the same height.
He's going to float a little bit higher than her and kiss her on the forehead.
Aw.
That's magic. You're using your powers. It's begun.
He's floating and he starts to float higher than you.
I'm going to pull him down and
Kiss that was
And then
but the forehead goes right, and then
no. And I'm going to sweep him up in my arms because that's what Bo would do. And kiss him better. God damn it.
Yeah, the spell resolves.
the spell resolves.
It happens.
I love it. Cool.
Yeah.
It's a less bloody kiss this time.
I hope you don't just bleed. It's like an anime.
I am a character whenever she thinks about sex. Nosebleed. No. I'm going to need you to look up some things on the internet, Solarian.
What?
And that scene's done.
And Terry calls out, "Hey, Dorian, come over here. Hey, guys, we're going to go take the van. It's fixed now."
And I assume we see it. There's no
Nothing
spears
wrong with it,
and
yeah.
stuff in the radiator anymore. It's got a new grill.
It is still missing the side view mirror because he couldn't make that from whole scratch.
All right.
George, you coming?
Yeah, of course.
Well, let's go power up.
All right, you arrive at the tot stop. It's Tuesday afternoon, and it's a busy day.
We don't have luck on this street. I'm just
So
gonna
many
say.
people are traveling here and there and all over the place, and there's parents going in and dropping kids off at the tot stop. Park your van on the opposite side of the street from the tot stop, right where George crushed that lady's spine.
Yep.
Do we want to do this now? It looks busy, and I don't know where the robot's supposed to come out of.
Oh, well, we can just speak to them and let them know the reason that we're here, and hopefully they'll show us to the robot. We just need to find Hetheritarium.
I guess since you're the one with the work experience here,
And he says that very lightly.
show us the way there, XP.
Absolutely. If you would please follow me through this door, I will take you to the passage.
And XP walks them.
To go right into the tot stop?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a group of kids there, different kids, more or less, from the ones you saw before. They're all doing their normal thing. The Heathertarium is not there. There is a guy with the name tag that says Gary who's there, and he sees 5 teenagers walk in, and he says, hello.
Hello, Gary. I am a previous employee that was hired by Heathertarium. However, unfortunately...
Heather what?
Heathertarium? Do you not know her?
No.
Oh, well, that's awkward. You must have started after her.
I know a Tracy.
Yeah, that's the same thing, I think.
Oh. Okay.
Anyways, she hired me. Unfortunately, my employment was very short-lived. We are here to control a giant robot and save the world.
Right. Yeah. No. Just have a seat right over there, and I'll see about helping you guys out.
Wonderful. Do you have any water or tea?
He starts looking around at like the walls up high and like down low, and looking at each of your outfits like a little bit more scrutinizingly. Oh, I'm sorry. You said?
I would like a glass of water or tea, please.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean,
There's a water fountain around the corner.
I will help myself then.
When you leave to go get water, he's like, does that dude speak for all of you?
So we're part of the Perfect Child.
Like that thing that was in the news like 6 months ago that got exploded?
Yes. Well, this is a secondary facility of it.
This is a daycare.
Yes, you're correct. Anyways, we're going to just go down that passageway there.
And he gestures to that passageway that they walked down.
You're not here for you're here with the storage company behind.
Yes.
Why didn't you guys just go in the other entrance? Making it really awkward for the poor kids.
Oh, sorry. It's because we found parking out front.
That guy floats?
Are you still floating?
I guess.
Stop.
Solarian, ground it.
Like takes active control, right, to not float
right, yeah, I guess that
around. You
makes
got to be
sense.
like, right, I walk. It's not like when it was taken away from you.
All right, he clumps to the ground.
And Dora moves and like holds his hand with like 2 hands to like keep him down.
Grounded.
I'm a helium balloon.
Adora, ground him. So we're just going to go through to the storage, okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Come on, XP.
Coming.
Do you have the whole water fountain with you? 'Cause
Yeah.
Nice.
I have the jug. I drink a lot of water.
Just brought the
It was
whole.
like I had pictured an internal like
Like one
white
that's attached to the
porcelain
wall?
thing, but you
Oh.
had pictured the one with the big
Yeah.
okay, cool. I hadn't described
Like a water
it. So
cooler.
like,
yeah, you brought the whole water. It's a giant water bottle. Yeah.
Wow.
Because there was no cups.
There is 100 ounces of water left in the jug.
Wonderful.
Just enough.
This will be great for all the energy we are about to
Can you
exude.
wait? That's for the. There's a spare. Don't just kidding.
Thank you.
We'll leave a good review, Gary.
Yeah, please don't.
A bunch of teenagers.
5 stars on Yelp.
The kids were fantastic.
So well behaved.
Raise a glass and drink with the enemy. Raise a glass and sing with the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own. And raise a glass and toast to the enemy. Raise a glass and sing to the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own.
This concludes this episode of Tavern Tales. A Curated Masks, a new generation game set in the superhero teenage world of Halcyon City. Our intro and outro music is the song Tavern Tales by the Bad Billy Band. You can find out more about the Bad Billy Band on iTunes or at www.badbillyband.com or follow them on Twitter at badbillyband. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to leave us a review on iTunes or find us on Twitter at tavern_tales. We'll be back next week with more of the adventure.